Now, before serving at the BuCor, Gerald Bantag has been making a name for himself as a swashbuckling prisons chief in Metro Manila. Here's what we know. Gerald Kitaleg Bantag was a graduate of the Philippine National Police Academy Kaagapay class of 1996. Bantag served as jail warden for 5 Metro Manila cities: Valenzuela, Navotas, Malabon, Manila, and Parañaque. He has carved a controversial career over the last 26 years. In August of 2007, Bantag was charged with attempted murder for allegedly trying to kill a teenager. The victim allegedly witnessed him firing his gun at a lamppost in Caloocan. Now, at the time, Bantag was still a chief inspector and BJMP chief of Navotas. The complaint did not prosper. Then, in 2014, as jail warden of Malabon, Bantag was accused of illegal discharge of firearm in a restaurant where he and his colleagues were drinking. He supposedly fired his gun after an argument over the bill. Bantag was also charged with multiple homicide for the deaths of 10 inmates in a grenade explosion at the Parañaque City Jail in 2016. The inmates supposedly plotted to take Bantag hostage in a bid to escape the facility. The case was dismissed in 2020 for lack of evidence. Bantag was serving as the regional director of BJMP Mimaropa when former President Rodrigo Duterte appointed him as the BuCor chief in 2019. He replaced Nicanor Faeldon, who was forced to resign due to the good conduct time allowance scandal in Bilibid.
Here to share the latest on the internal cleansing within the Bureau of Corrections, we have with us BuCor Officer in Charge, Gregorio Catapang Jr. Good evening, Mr. Catapang. Welcome to the big story.
Hi, good evening to everyone.
Magandang gabi po. Sir, without jumping to any conclusion or casting any judgment of guilt in anybody, and in fact going beyond this particular case, the prevailing conclusion in the public is basically na may sindikato sa loob ng mga preso natin and involving, for that matter, BuCor officials. Is this a reasonable thing for people to be proceeding from and assuming? And what do you think we can do about it?
Well, there's an ongoing investigation because after I finished my mission to produce all the inmates needed by the NBI for investigation, I am now again tasked or given a bigger task by no less than our Honorable Secretary, Boying Remulla, to unmask the syndicate inside the BuCor. And this will be a heavy job again. But meron akong leads and I'm prepared to make the report to the Secretary in due time. Maybe give me 1 week. Thank you.
What changes po can we expect with the BuCor, especially given not just the recent findings, but given that this, as we said, are things that have been on the public mind and even in some government officials' words for a long time, even prior to this case?
Of course, I have to put a closure on these issues, no? And right now, even I'm now taking over, some of these people are really trying to do more damage to themselves, no? For example, I will file criminal cases against a person who I thought was a good guy, but unfortunately, he was the one who removed or deleted some of our video copies in our operations room. And then I will also have to investigate the forced retirement of some of the BuCor personnel. And then, of course, the forced payment of JSIS loan of BuCor personnel and then transferring it to a private lending company. And then, of course, I have to dispose also about to undertake the disposal or disposition of the unclaimed cadavers namin, numbering about 176 na they're still there in the Eastern Funeral Services. So these are the things that I have to address, but looking forward, I'm installing the K9 units in the BuCor together with the CCTV cameras and scanners. Unfortunately, yung mga importanteng lugar na dapat may CCTV, wala.
Sir, which
And then, of
begs
course,
the question po, why now? Why are all these issues coming to light right now? And it seemed, Paul, you mentioned earlier, you're a little bit surprised. Or has this been deep-seated problems already? Is there any indication that this would have come to the fore at one point or another?
sorry, kaya nga part yan ng investigation. Was this deliberately made so that we will not see or they will be blinded of whatever is happening here in the BuCor?
Sorry, clarify ko lang po, ito pong deleted recordings from the CCTV. This pertains specifically to the current case that we're all looking at?
No, these were, or maybe perhaps it is related. We will further investigate. Ano ba yung portion na dinilit niya? Because we are now looking backwards on the CCTV footages and finding out, di ba, inimbestigahan natin paano nakapasok yung mga kontrabando. So, we are looking back. No, kailan ba ito na ipasok? So, may CCTV records naman yan eh. So, unfortunately, this guy came in and deleted some of the portions that we have recorded. So, that might be also it will have to be investigated also.
Habang iniimbestigahan po natin itong kaso ngayon na dinalatag kay General Bantag, the things that you've been listing, walang CCTV cameras, apparently deliberately turned off, mga tao labas-pasok, mga bangkay na hindi nila mapangalanan, na unclaimed, improperly handled. At the very least, would you say that there is a strong case to be made of criminal negligence on the part of the leadership of the BuCor, in particular General Bantag?
Well, hopefully, we will complete our findings kasi meron pa kaming ongoing investigation on the quarrying inside the BuCor, beside the director's quarters. No? So, parang may naghanap pa ng Yamasita treasure dito. So, these are things that we are unearthing right now, and hopefully we can put all these things together and come up with a report to be submitted to our secretary.
Okay, so looking forward po to those findings you mentioned, give you a week, no? Thank you, BuCor OIC Gregorio Catapang Jr.